How's it? And welcome to my thoughts on the i7S Wireless Earpods. So these are the i7S Wireless Earpods or earbuds. After Apple created its earbuds or AirPods, a lot of fakes and knockoffs were introduced to the market, and these were actually one of the first that I've seen in the market. So it's taken me a little while to actually get my hands on it, but it is here now, and this is my review of it. So firstly, they are compatible with iOS and Android devices, basically anything with Bluetooth. It is, its battery capacity is 65 milliamp hours on the pods and 950 on the charging case. Right. It charges with micro USB, and it has 3 to 4 hours playing time and a charge time which is between about 1 and 2 hours, and standby time of 100 hours. So the one time that I've had my hand, I didn't order one, I actually ordered a few. So that's the one in black, and this is the one in white, right? You can't really tell much of a difference compared to the first generation of Apple AirPods, but these things have charging lights, and the only thing that I did notice, it is a bit of a plasticky feel on the case, and it's that clicky feel. But I mean, that isn't anything. Alright, so charging lights. Besides getting the case and the AirPods, the pods, you also get a charging cable with your device. The only thing that I've noticed is actually if I put it on, it is rather bulky on looking on me. Alright, that's the black, and this is the white. So, the one thing I did notice, I'm not sure if it's my ear, but it tends to hurt my left ear when I wear it, and it's I don't know, it's the one that I have with me that has been hurting my ear if I use it for a bit too long. Right, but if we look at it, for its price compared to the thousands of dollars you're going to pay for something Apple, it is actually rather good. Besides its plastic feel, it works. As I said, the one day that not the one day, the one cycle I had with it, I charged it on a Wednesday, and it lasted me up to the following Friday. So each time I was using it at the gym, and that was about between 1 hour to 1.5 hours every day for a week, and that lasted quite a long time. The transmission distance on these devices is 12 meters in a open field per se. Well, in the gym, it was basically like 3 meters or something. I had my phone lying in my bag, and it was like 3 or 4 meters away, and I'd expect, because of the machinery and stuff between the phone and the buds, it was losing connection. But in my home, I've left my phone upstairs and walked downstairs with it, and it's still playing through the concrete, so I guess it's one of those things. But how often do you actually wear earpods and don't have your phone on you? The only time, there's very rare times that you'd be actually doing that, but most of the time you'd be wearing it as well as your phone is in your pocket. So the next thing to do is for us to try sound quality. Alright, so I'm going to use the black ones. And as I told you, I have been experiencing uncomfortability in my one ear, but although it was just the one ear, it's not just me. So maybe it might be a defect when they were forming the left bud. There might be been a defect in the machine, in the shaping of it, because it's not just me. Others have used it and have also felt discomfort in wearing it. So I have switched it on, and we're going to play some music now. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but now I have it, I'll put it soft. For something so small, it does have an adequate amount of bass on it. Right, it does have quite a bit of bass on it, and that's without me tweaking, what you call this, without me tweaking any of my equalizer or anything like that. Okay, we're getting ready for the bass drop. So I'm not sure how you're going to hear this over the mic, but how I'm hearing it in my ears is actually quite good, right? So the one thing I didn't notice, only when I decided to pair with these devices, oh, oops, I disconnected. Pair, connecting. Alright, so if you see over here, it says 100% battery remaining, and I didn't know it actually tells you that, because I know with the Apple it tells you on the top, but my menu wasn't showing me anything. So the one thing I forgot to mention, the first day that I received it, I was just fooling around with one of them, and the bass popped out. The bass popped out in one, and in a totally isolated incident, this side here, the piece that goes into your ear, opened up as well. So the speaker and stuff, that came out as well. But I mean, I ended up paying about 80 Rand for each one of these, and that's the reason that I bought so many. I actually paid about 80 Rand for these things, so that's why I ended up buying like 6, and it was like, if you buy 6 you get, or buy 5 and get 1 free, so I bought 6. And I mean, what's the point paying so much money for something that might get lost as well? Because there's a lot of, anything can happen. So 80 Rand, it works perfect for me, besides the little bit of discomfort. But what I did try and maneuver it around in my ear, so it doesn't really have that much of an effect on my ear. But in the gym and like wearing around, walking around with it in your ear, it's perfectly fine. My final verdict on it is absolutely okay. Excellent device, and for its price range, it is absolutely awesome. Alright, so this is, as I said, the first one that came out with the Apple earbuds, the Apple ones, right? So there are versions above this. So this is the i7. Last I remember, you get up to the i12. So hopefully I wouldn't be reviewing each one, but I had a look at the i10, as well as I'm thinking of reviewing the i12. So depending on when I get it, you can look forward to those reviews as well. Guys, thanks for watching. My name is Prashant, and I'll see you in the next video.